Reciprocity? Reciprocity. No.
That ain't it.
Come look at it. Come look. Give me that. Reciprocity. To gain I would like Porsha to spell scepter. It's almost hurtful to me to watch her be so dumb. Somebody wrote a death on 265 days a year. What is wrong with that? Porsha ready to steal somebody else's husband. Yours. Sweet me again. Before gas. Then also, who else do we have? There's a new girl named Angela Oakley. Now I don't know Angela, but I hear her husband is everything. I just feel like, even though you may not be married, it's just some things are just common sense of how to behave around a married couple. And for me, I don't even like to stand and look someone's husband eye to eye and carry on more than a 3-minute conversation. So when we go to exchange telephone numbers, like I was telling somebody the other day, every type of communication that you have with this couple needs to go through the wife. And you should know that at some point in your life. And if you overstep that boundary, then your intentions were wrong from the beginning. Porsha Williams coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta? That's false. But Porsha Williams is in the building. See y'all. What's up, my Fina loves? It's Miss Fina D coming to you all from Fina Entertainment News, and that moment right there was short-lived.
This is the thing about liars. Some of them are really good, but some of them are not that good. You have to remember your lies. And in that video, I was referring to when Porsha posted that Shamea was the best matchmaker ever. And then during the reunion, when they brought that up, that Shamea introduced Porsha to Simon, Shamea said, I never did. Okay? So if you missed the video I posted on this whole Porsha and Shamea issues and the lies and all of that, I have linked that video in the description below. When I posted that video, I tested that whole moment on my channel that I use to test my videos on to avoid copyright strike, and everything was okay, but Bravo came a week plus later and put a copyright strike on that video. The video is still up, but I'm not trying to make the same mistake twice, and go ahead and watch that one, because you all know I love including receipts in my videos, and I absolutely included that moment in here. But after noticing that the last one got a copyright strike, I'm like, you know what, let's just go ahead and leave it alone and just basically explain my way through the video, and also instruct you all to just go ahead and click the link and watch it. Also, yes, I will be including Porsha and Shamea back and forth and receipts from Instagram in here, but it's been a while since I've talked in a video, like a longer video. I've been posting some different, YouTube shorts. So let's just have a conversation about it, hear my opinion, and then in the end, I'm going to go ahead and drop their receipts. So let's get back to it. Shamea is a classic case of the downfall when you have too much loyalty towards someone who's only there to use you. Shamea came on this show as a peach holder after all of these years of getting involved in things that she had no business being involved in, all because of this blind loyalty for Porsha. For example, Shamea and Kenya Morton. Like Porsha, they all became closer because they were all pregnant around the same time, and Shamea and Kenya were building a friendship. Throughout their pregnancy, to the point where Shamea texts Kenya about her thinking that her water broke. But because Porsha was upset, and this is my best friend, do you think my best friend is going to text you first over me? Shamea, once again, loyalty to Porsha, try to change her story and make Kenya Moore look crazy until Kenya Moore revealed the text messages. And after Kenya posted those receipts, you had comments like this that still stands true today, okay? Porsha and Shamea are fake witches. I knew Shamea was lying, so Porsha wouldn't be mad at her for texting you. And then we all remember the moment where she drank water out of the display bottle, trying to destroy Kenya Moore hair care before it even started. And no one is saying Kenya Moore is a saint. I'm just using certain moments as an example since we're talking about Shamea, okay? Shamea is a grown woman and she should be held accountable for her own actions. So no one is also blaming Porsha for Shamea's actions. I'm just saying sometimes when you have loyalty to the wrong people who will always look out for themselves, they end up making you look like a fool, okay? So Shamea came back on this show with a peach, and she could have been that positive light, every now and again throw fun shade every now and again, but focus on her family, her luxurious lifestyle, everything else that she's doing, and all of that. Yes, Drew is a liar. We all know that. Have your moment and all of that. But this is exactly what happened once again when you have that loyalty to a friend that only think about themselves. I guarantee you, and Shamea is still protecting Porsha. I guarantee you, Porsha, I'm going to say allegedly, I guarantee you Porsha called her best friend crying, talking about Simon won't let me film in the house. Simon is doing this. Simon is doing that. These people have given me all this money and I promised them all of this and I can't give them anything that I promised, and now I have to come up with a storyline. And that's how come she came up with the whole Drew and Dennis situation. And Shamea, once again, being that best friend, I got you, I got your back, girl. She decided to go after Drew as well. When this whole thing could have been, yes, when and if you catch Drew in her moments, you call her out. But you're doing music, she's doing music. That both of you could have shared notes. Put an amazing showcase together. Show sisterhood. You can dance. Go ahead and help train Drew, backup dancer, or even train Drew. This whole thing could have been amazing. She goes and my bestie have a problem with Drew. Now I have a problem with Drew. She starts reaching just like Porsha to create this issue and problem with Drew. And look at what Porsha did. Once Porsha realized, okay, yes, my return was a flop, but did I survive? I did, okay? Now I have to regroup and come up with a storyline for next season, but I was able to survive this season. No, I did not give Bravo what I promised them, but I still give something. So I'm going to go to this reunion. I'm going to apologize to Drew, and I'm going to distance myself from everything. Shamea shows up still on that same type of time, because even though we are not seeing eye to eye, that's still my best friend and all of that. She gets there, Porsha apologized, move on, and instead of Shamea simply just peeping and moving on as well, she decides to die on that hill of I can't stand Drew. Drew is a liar. And as you all who have been on social media have seen, everything is falling apart with this, Drew is wearing the fake bag. And Drew is like, my bag wasn't fake. And the designer coming out and saying, Drew bag is real. So it's just been a hot mess for Shamea. Now, like I said earlier, Shamea is responsible for her own actions. So I'm not blaming Porsha. But she did not have any major issues with Drew to drag it the way that she did. But once again, this blind loyalty towards Porsha is the reason why she's out here looking crazy. But overall, it was Shamea's first season as a peach holder, and seeing, how far certain people will go and all of that, hopefully lesson learned for her, and she will come back and do better next time and focus on herself, her beautiful family, her career and everything that she's building, and not chase this friendship around that's been one-sided for years. Hopefully they can get to a healing place and all of that, but she can see it for what it is and move forward, because even in the midst of the reunion and Porsha exposing, certain things between their mothers, Shamea still took the high road and said, I'm not going to explain my part of what her mother did to my mother that led to them not being friends. Porsha was quick to want to explain what happened, even though Shamea said she was lying. So hopefully at this point, Shamea eyes are open, because I don't know how many times someone have to do these things for you to realize they're not really your friend. Okay? But hey, we live and we learn. And like I said, I'm not excusing Shamea's behavior. I'm not saying she didn't move weird and all of that, but I'm also speaking on their friendship, and it was absolutely one-sided. Let's get into their back and forth on social media and receipts and all of that. Now, we already know this was going to happen. This whole wedding situation and Porsha not showing up and making excuses, it came up again during the reunion. It came up through the entire, season. For those of you who watch, I didn't. And so once again, it looks like after the reunion, the same conversation happened again. So Shamea wrote, again, I had one wedding that took place in Nairobi, Kenya. What you attended was my dowry ceremony in my mom's backyard. Second, you sent flowers my birthday week just before we started filming. I'd had my peach for over a month. I only said we never celebrated. You can keep your fake receipts with your fake bleep friendship. It's crazy how I can be considered your lapdog for riding so hard for you, but at the same time you say I was trying to sabotage you. Make it make sense. Since I got my peach, you've been trying to find a reason to end this friendship. You are unbelievable. Now, if you go to Porsha's page, Shamea traditional ceremony, which Shamea is saying, no, this wasn't her traditional wedding. This was her dowry ceremony. So even though Porsha admitted on camera, on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, that the main reason why she didn't go to Shamea wedding was because the both of them were beefing at the time, and that the whole story she told about her health and that's why she couldn't travel was a lie. Well, at least the liar is admitting to her lies. She then tried to flip it and behave like people forgot her telling that story and said, well, girl, I went to one of your weddings. You had two weddings. After admitting that she didn't go to her actual wedding because they were beefing at the time. So this is her way of proving, I called you the bride in this video and you smiled next to me. I too had a traditional wedding and then the non-traditional wedding, and I went to one of your weddings. After that, she posted a video of Shamea being extremely happy and loud when she sent Shamea flowers, congratulating her for getting her peach. Shamea didn't deny that Porsha sent her flowers and that she was happy for the flowers. What Shamea said was basically a whole month went by. And when they were about to scream action and start filming, here goes Porsha sending flowers so that if it comes up, she can say, well, I did send you flowers. But Shamea is saying it shouldn't take my best friend an entire month to send me flowers. The moment you heard the news, I should have gotten those flowers and the phone call, not a few days or a week or so before filming. So even though I'm happy in the video and all of that, of course I'm going to be happy and appreciative. You send me flowers, but it was a month after I got my peach. So I'm going to play that video right now. Oh, and she did receive the flowers around her birthday as well, because she did include that it was around her birthday. She didn't say that she received the flowers on her birthday, because there was some discrepancies in there. Why is the card saying congratulations, but yet you're saying that I send you flowers to say happy birthday? So let's get into the video.
Yeah, do it. Ooh, and they smell so good. They smell so. Do it. You gotta, and when you get a peach, you get some flowers from your best friend. You get a peach, you get the flowers, and you then go in. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Unseen receipts from reunion episode 2, slide 1, lie number 1. Queen Shamea, first wedding. I'm by her side as bridesmaid. Location Atlanta, Georgia. Second wedding was in Africa. Reference interview. Breakfast Club. Shamea stated I only had one wedding, and clearly she had two. Slide 2, lie number 2. I sent Shamea flowers to congratulate my bestie for her journey. Our issue A, her video she made thanking me, followed by an excited congratulation phone call I made to her, as well as a lengthy caption on Instagram. 4 slides of peach photos of excitement celebrating Queen once again as a full-time housewife and peach holder. Reference at Candy interview, Shamea claimed I only said a simple congratulations on the phone. Case closed. Yes, Shamea lying again in her latest post. She claims flowers were for her birthday when the card I sent on flowers clearly say love and congratulations, Queen, for getting her peach. Porsha then went and basically defined what a wedding is and what a traditional marriage ceremony is, trying to prove her point. You proved your point when you said the reason why you didn't go to her wedding is because the two of you were beefing at the time, and that you lie about being sick, and that your doctor said you shouldn't be on the plane that long. That's what you said. Now, had you said, Shamea, I went to your traditional wedding ceremony, I thought that was enough, and you've been standing on that for years, then none of this right here would matter. But you didn't go to your best friend wedding because of whatever made up drama you had in your head. Just stand on that. Now, like I've been saying through this entire video, I'm not saying Shamea is a saint, but that's the reason why Shamea and Porsha were best friends. They are somewhat, in some ways, the same person. However, Shamea's loyalty to Porsha goes far beyond Porsha loyalty to Shamea, and that's the difference. And I'm sure at this point you've read the caption, but Porsha did end it with going outside, sis. Delulu, okay? Drew have a song like that, and you better not edit it either. My response to Shamea's smear campaign. When people are telling you that your best friend, like your sister, someone you grew up with, isn't truly your friend, it's very hard to believe them and see what they're talking about. So even though you received the congratulations flowers a month later, you are still dancing, yelling, and screaming, because what does it matter? It came a month, a day, or 2, or whatever later, okay? She still sent me flowers because you are choosing to see the good in this person and believe the best. But then when you realize it and you start saying, wait a minute, you know what? You're right. I didn't get those flowers until a month later. You know what? You're also right about this because she did this, she did that, and you start seeing things differently, then your reaction change. So that's why Shamea is dancing in the video. She's happy, but now that she's realizing, my goodness, my friend, my sister, my best friend, allegedly been jealous this entire time, been wanting my life, copy paste, y'all know I did those videos and all of that, and my goodness, this is scary. So of course she's being vocal about it now, and Porsha's like, oh, she's going on a smear campaign, all of that. In Shamea caption post, she never said the flowers were sent because of her birthday. She said Porsha sent them the week of her birthday when they were about to start filming, implying the flowers could have been sent when she got her peach and not a month later. Or am I tripping? Exactly. But there you have it. This video was recorded when everything happened, but you all know I've been busy and I'm getting to the videos, whenever I can. But I did post, some videos in my YouTube short. So go ahead and watch those. Anyways, there you have it. I'm wishing all of you well and take care.
Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.